Hey there, my friend. Pull up a chair, or maybe just settle into wherever you are right now, your car, your couch, or maybe a quiet corner with your headphones on. I want to share a story with you, something I've been thinking about lately. It's not a lesson, not really, just a moment from a faraway place that's been sitting with me, stirring something quiet and deep. Let's walk through it together, you and I, like we're just chatting over a cup of tea on a slow evening. Picture this. A small village near Osaka, Japan, nestled in the kind of stillness you only find far from the buzz of cities. The air is crisp, the kind of morning where the world feels fresh, like it's just waking up. There's an old Zen master who lives here, someone whose name has traveled far beyond these little paths. People come from all over, carrying their worries, their questions, hoping for a word or two that might lighten the load. He's got this quiet way about him, not loud or showy, just present, like he's really there when you're with him. So one morning, he's out walking with a friend, just taking in the dawn. The gravel crunches under their feet, the breeze carries the scent of damp earth, and they're not saying much, just being. Then, out of nowhere, a man approaches. He's got this sharpness in his step, this edge in his eyes, and before anyone can say a word, he starts unloading on the master. Harsh words, insults, stuff that would sting anyone. He's calling him names, dragging up every ugly thing he can think of. I mean, if it were me, I'd probably flinch, right? Maybe snap back or at least feel my chest tighten. But the master? He just keeps walking. And he's smiling. Not a big, fake grin, but this soft, almost curious little smile, like he's watching a storm pass by from under a sturdy roof. The man gets louder, angrier. He's not just insulting the master now. He's going after his family, his ancestors, throwing every bitter word he's got. And still, the master walks on, that same quiet smile on his face, like none of it sticking to him. I can almost see the man's frustration building, his face red, his voice cracking, because he's trying to get a reaction, any reaction, and he's getting nothing. Finally, he just gives up. He steps aside, defeated, and disappears down the path, muttering to himself. The friend who's been walking with the master can't hold it in anymore. As soon as the man's gone, he turns to the master, eyes wide, and says, "How could you just take that? Why didn't you say something? How could you smile through all those awful things? Didn't it hurt?" I get that, don't you? I mean, I've had moments, maybe you have too, where someone's words cut deep, and you're left wondering how to even stand there without crumbling. The master doesn't answer right away. He just gestures for his friend to follow, and they keep walking. Assistant, walking in silence until they reach the master's simple room in the village. It's a small, sparse space, bare walls, a straw mat, the kind of place that feels like it holds 1,000 quiet thoughts. The master says, "Wait here," and steps inside. A moment later, he comes back out holding something in his hands, a bundle of old, tattered clothes. They're filthy, reeking of sweat and dirt, the kind of thing you wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. He holds them out to his friend and says, "Here, take off your clean clothes and put these on instead." The friend recoils, almost instinctively. He takes one whiff, makes a face, and tosses the bundle away, shaking his head like the master's lost his mind. "What are you doing?" he asks. "Why would I wear these?" The master looks at him, his eyes calm, and says, "Exactly. You can't accept these dirty, worn-out rags, can you? And in the same way, I can't accept the harsh, meaningless words that man threw at me. If you get angry, if you let those insults sink in, it's like you're taking off your clean clothes and putting on his filthy ones instead. You're wearing his mess, not yours." I can almost feel the weight of that moment, can't you? The friend standing there, looking at those rags on the ground, the smell still lingering in the air, and something clicks. It's not about ignoring the words or pretending they don't hurt. It's about choosing what you carry. That man on the path, he was angry, hurting, throwing out his pain like garbage. But the master didn't pick it up. He didn't make it his. He just let it lie there, where it belonged, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Just the other day, I was scrolling through social media. Yeah, I know, not always the best idea. And I saw some comment, some random jab, that wasn't even about me, but it got under my skin. I felt my jaw tighten, my mind start spinning with comebacks I'd never even say. And then I remembered this story. I took a breath and thought, why am I picking up this mess? It's not mine. It's not easy, I'll admit. Some days I still stumble, but there's something freeing about deciding not to wear someone else's anger, Back in that village, I imagined the friend standing there, the morning light slanting through the trees, the master's words settling into him like a stone dropped into still water. Ripples spreading out, slow and steady. He doesn't say much after that. Maybe he doesn't need to. Sometimes, the deepest things don't need more words. They just need space to sit with you. I wonder what that man on the path felt after he walked away. Did he go home still fuming? Or did he feel empty, like he'd thrown everything he had and hit nothing? I don't know. But I think about him too, because we've all been there, haven't we? Lashing out when we're raw inside, hoping someone else will feel it so we don't have to. Maybe, in a way, the master's smile was a kind of mercy, not taking the bait, not throwing it back, just letting it be. So here we are, you and I, sitting with this story. I don't have a neat takeaway for you, no big here's what to do. I'm just mulling it over, same as you might be. Some days, I manage to let the harsh words slide off me, like rain on a window. Other days, I catch myself wearing those dirty rags before I even realize it. But I keep coming back to that image. The master walking on, smiling softly, the insults falling to the ground behind him. It's not about being untouchable. It's about knowing what's yours to carry and what isn't. What do you think? Have you had moments like that, where you've had to decide whether to pick up someone else's mess? I'd love to hear, if you feel like sharing. For now, though, let's just sit with this a little longer. The world's noisy enough as it is. Maybe we can take a breath together, let some of that noise fall away, and just walk on.